Well done, my friend.
Let's go.
Aida.
Mam şarj versin. Mazeri meçhulüne aysent. Şarjı bu mama.
Well done. Well done. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like you should see the fall of
Argentina, Mires. Love it. Huh?
Okay. Asla çok hagasın fazla şaşır oraya.
All right. I feel like we should be singing God Save the Queen or something like that. Yeah.
Hanun hor, je wordt voor, je wordt minster voor amen. Heimer,
Orerdinses, Yeretsgin Anahid Kalayjian, Yeretsgin Anahid
Ջաշակեսուկ խաղության կերևույս որ վարկերյան էվիզիասներ օրգանալ դեպակնարկել ամեն Մարիա Խոժակ Մարիա Խոժակ Okay.
Hi, everybody. I don't want to interrupt your dinner, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as I did, standing up and eating it in 1 minute. But we do want to start our program. Please feel free to continue eating and getting an extra helping of the dishes that you like. We're going to start out. First, I want to point out that there are these booklets that Yeretsgin Anahid Kalayjian made for Yeretsgin's first 90th birthday party. I edited it a little bit, included some more relevant pictures for the Washington context. So please take a look. It has some interesting information and stories about Yeretsgin Anahid, which are going to be augmented by an audiovisual presentation, again, produced by Yeretsgin and edited by his brother for the Washington, D.C. context. Okay? So at this point, I'm going to dim the lights on that side. And because I'm wearing a couple of different hats, I'm going to run over there to the audiovisual section and set up the video. Okay? So you guys squint a little bit and you'll be able to see it. Thank you.
As Yeretsgin or Auntie Ani, but she's my dadik. Dadik was born in Aleppo, Syria. She was one of 4 sisters and an older brother. Her mom and dad were Dikon and Victoria Bozoyan. Before she settled in the Washington, D.C. area, where she lives now, she lived in Beirut, Union City, that's where she met Bobik, and Belmar, New Jersey.
To serve as an example to the faithful of the future. The Armenian Church is grateful to have such people in its fold. And so, this evening, on this happy and joyous occasion, it is my privilege to present Yeretsgin Anahid Kalayjian with the St. Nerses Shorali Medal and encyclical bestowed by His Holiness Kalayjian II.
I strongly feel that all my services have been attempts to give back to God what I have received from Him, a variety of blessings for which I am very thankful. The services I rendered to my church and to my community were only feeble attempts, a tithing, if you will, which all of us have been called to do. And in the process, I feel very humbled to receive the love and appreciation of the people around me.
She loved Bobik so much, and we all miss him dearly. She has touched so many lives throughout her life, showing kindness and caring for her family, people at church, campers and counselors, and our brothers and sisters in Armenia, and everywhere else she went.
A pastor needs the tact of a diplomat, the strength of Samson, the patience of Job, the wisdom of Solomon, and the cast iron stomach. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I have none of that. But I do have Yeretsgin.
My brother Aram and I, and my cousin Girad, Hurag, Barkiv, and Zoraid hope Jarjis has many more birthdays. We love her so much.
Happy birthday to you.
Wait. Sing.
Go.
Say, happy birthday. Go, sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Daddy.
Yay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
So, with that short video presentation as a stepping stone now to some remarks from a very close friend of Yeretsgin and our family, Dean Shahinian, I'd like to invite Dean Shahinian now to give some remarks about Yeretsgin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'm grateful to join in this celebration of Yeretsgin's Anahid Kalayjian, her life, and because she's a wonderful lady and has contributed so much to each of our lives individually, as well as to the parish, to the Armenian Church, to the Armenian community, and to the Armenian nation. She served with great devotion, sacrifice, love, and commitment. And we know she's caring, kind, and multi-talented. The video, which some of you may not have been able to pick up, it points out she is teacher nurse, servant leader, Yeretsgin Diramad. I've been asked to describe her background. We know she's a nurse, and Yeretsgin graduated from the nursing school in Christ Hospital in New Jersey, and then received bachelor's and master's degrees from Columbia University in New York City. From the video, let me highlight some aspects of her life and her greatness, because part of, we saw with her hierarchs of the Armenian Church, the Catholicos of all Armenians, His Holiness Vasken I of blessed memory, and with then Archbishop Torko Manukyan, who became Patriarch of Jerusalem. She received the prestigious St. Nerses Shonorali Medal, and in an encyclical from Catholicos Karekin II, the current Catholicos, which were presented by Archbishop Hajat Barsamian, then diocesan primate. And we also saw another distinguished hierarch of the Armenian Church, the diocesan legate, Archbishop Viken Aikazian, as well as Survazan Har says that's good luck. And it's a subtle reminder, communion is served tomorrow. We also saw Yeretsgin with U.S. ambassadors. Ambassador Harry Gilmore, who was the first ambassador to the Republic of Armenia. Ambassador Michael Lemon. They are among the many U.S. government officials that Yeretsgin has hosted, has met, and entertained. And in that scene, behind them was the grandson of President Bush, who was humbled to be there. She was also with ambassadors from the Republic of Armenia, Ruben Shugarian and Armen Kirakosyan, who are among the many Armenian officials she has been with. And we saw in the video an example of her advocacy on behalf of the Armenians marching in front of the White House asking for assistance. Within the Armenian American community, she's touched so many lives with her kindness, her caring, her leadership. At AGBU Camp Nubar, she's much beloved and has helped the children as a nurse, language instructor, religion instructor, and in many other capacities. For 25 years. Yes, I'll correct that in the transcript. At St. Mary's, she's been elected to serve as diocesan delegate for the diocesan assemblies, and at the diocesan level, she's been elected for the Women's Guild Central Committee. And here she served as superintendent of the Sunday School, chairman of the Ladies Guild, occasional choir director, advisor for the youth, founder of the 3am Club, and countless other leadership roles that she has assumed. She was awarded by the Armenian Assembly of America with Dervertanes a trophy, dedicated leadership, commitment, and contributions to Armenia and Armenian issues. And I guess there are 3 other trophies, 2 that I'll mention at this time since the MC may not, her 3 sons, Dr. Zaven Kalayjian, Mr. Berj Kalayjian, and Der Abedis Kalayjian, who is in Wisconsin right now. I think he's running an ACYOA retreat today. But she has very fine sons. And those also, metaphorically, are trophies. She's been recognized by the United Nations Human Rights Organization for dedicated service during the 1988 earthquake. She's traveled to Armenia to teach religious education. In the video, I don't know if you all picked it up, because it's hard, but there's one picture of Yeretsgin, aside from when she's with the ambassador or with the Catholicos or with the bishop, where she's sitting at a table, I think it's in her dining room, with a telephone in her hand and a list of paper in front of her. And I thought that was really quite characteristic, because Yeretsgin is incredibly dedicated and hardworking, and if there's an event, she will call people to come. I remember hearing one time that somebody was telling her, I forget if it was a lecture or what, and they said, and we've sent out a flyer, so everyone will come. And she said, that's it? You send out a flyer? That's not enough. She said, you have to call, and you have to call them so that they will come. Otherwise, they may not show up. That picture, I think, is representative of the thousands of phone calls she made to us, to our family, to our friends, to the people we wanted to show up, and her dedication to the community, to the Armenian nation, that she feels it's so important that she will devote her time to letting people know and encouraging them to participate in an activity. So I think we all are grateful for your building community through that very profound way. And we enjoyed the phone calls too. So. It reminded me of something else, her dedication. For over 20 years, the city of Alexandria sponsored an annual Armenian festival. It featured live music, dance, books, and information, freshly made Armenian food. The mayor, congressman, city council members, ambassador, clergy, and other notables attended the festival, the welcoming ceremony, and to greet the crowd. It raised the local newspapers advertised it, and it raised the profile of Armenians in Northern Virginia. Well, one year, the group that had planned to cook could not do that. And so we weren't going to have any food at the festival, and a food without festival at noon, so the committee was saying, well, we're going to have to cancel the festival this year because we don't have the food, and hungry people will be coming. And Yeretsgin asked about it, and Derhard, and I told them, and she said, you can't not have the festival. I said, but we don't have the food. What are we going to do? She said, I'll get the food, I'll get the people, we'll make the food, you have the festival. And we did, and we had it for several more years after that. It continued in the paper, it became a tradition at that point in Alexandria. So I'm profoundly grateful to her for that commitment to the Armenian spirit for that. Well, Yeretsgin has served on the board of the Armenian American Cultural Association, which sponsored the Wellness Center in Armenia under the leadership of Rita Balyan. She's been a board member of the Armenian American Health Organization of Washington since its inception. She's on the executive committee of the Ani Kenar Choral Group. She's planned many events for the Embassy of the Republic of Armenia to raise funds. One of these projects involved working with my mom to purchase a beautiful baby grand piano for performances and for the personal pleasure of the ambassador and his wife, both of whom were very accomplished pianists. And it was, I know when Mom was working on it, because I was somewhat involved, it surprised us because when the piano came, the embassy staff said, oh, we hear the ambassador playing the piano downstairs. So it was not only for concerts, but for the staff as well. Well, she's counselor, confidant, and others. I think there's going to be an opportunity for people to get up and speak later. So you can add and expand on your love for experience with Yeretsgin. Yeretsgin, thank you. We respect, appreciate, and are awed by your talents and your commitment to so many people for decades. We're grateful that you brought us together to many enjoyable and important activities. We see your commitment to Christ, and you have inspired us to follow your example. We pray that God will bless you and reward you for your love for us and for the Church of the Armenians.
Thanks so much, Dean. And as Dean mentioned, I forgot to mention earlier, we will have an opportunity, we'll give an opportunity for you to say happy birthday. And if you have an interesting story or a funny anecdote about Yeretsgin, and I have one, please, you're welcome to share it with us. And we have some small gifts for the ones that get the best reaction from the audience. Okay? So now, at this time, I would like to invite Zhiraid and Barkev Kalayjian. They'll be playing a short piece. It's The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Yes, I heard the encore call. But according to plan now, Gina will have a solo piece. This is called Peacocks, The Peacocks, by Jimmy Rolls and Stan Getz. And this is a jazz piece that Gina will play. And just give me 30 seconds to set up.
Thank you.
continues. Now we move on to a vocal performance of a duet of people that you know. Edita and Takuhi, accompanied by Armine Khachaturian. They'll be performing a few Armenian pieces. Edita will announce what they're going to sing before they sing. And again, excuse the 30-second pause while I stand up.
So, you see, I'm not going to sing better than my son is going to play. I'm so sorry about that. Yes. Armenian. So, first song that we are going to sing is going to be Lirikakan, Ampetskora. Everybody knows that. If you want to sing with us, you're welcome to sing. By Vladimir Valian. Now, let's give a little time to Armine, please, and then we're going to start. And then after that, we're going to sing Kınarakan. Kınarakan. And after that, we're going to sing which one? Karistaran Yerku Kaka. You know this, right?
I'm curious, out of this audience, remembering what Dean said about that photo of Yeretsgin behind the phone. Is there anyone in the audience who has not received a phone call by Yeretsgin? Raise your hand. Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, Mom, take note, please.
Fantastic.
Seros ya
So next one is Knarakan, words by Sarmen, and Yerashkutun music is Stefan Gervashian.
Antarum cărat mare, năstele șuturor, să camin e chiștare, meza sumenaror, vai toți chis cu cidalis, ișelem chesiris, tu iman morat, se nezierazat.
Vortech gândem kes. You can sing if you know this song, okay? So these songs we are going to sing together. Zephyr Kadarnam, you know this song? Yes, good. Of Siru Siru, do you know that? And Erebuni Yerevan? And Sehan Neara? And one more. I don't remember. Okay, let's do it. So the words are going to be right there. Of Siru. Are you ready? Yes! All together. dessert bekleyenin. So, կրնակ ձեր դիզերտը վերցնել և 4 երկ ունեք երկելու, okay? Oh, okay. Teachers take a very important thing. Zephyr in a month. Zephyr Kadarna.
How about this?
Okay.
Thank you to very, very large, in fact, 3 stories of thank you to Ruben and Kalayjian Kalayjian for the cake today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we're going to cut the cake, invite people to get some dessert and coffee, but I also am going to start the period of the evening where people can come up, or we will bring a microphone to you. We have a few, and you can relate your favorite Yeretsgin Anahid stories or anecdotes, or say your birthday wishes to her on the occasion of her 90th birthday, after we take this picture. Yes. So I would like to start with a funny Yeretsgin story. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am a very, very lucky person in many ways, but in particular, gastronomically, because I have had an excellent cook as a mother and I have an excellent cook as a wife. Now, one day my wife was cooking for my mother, and she made dolma, and Yeretsgin was so excited to get dolma from Yeretsgin. She said, she called and she said, "Edita, I'm so glad you made dolma for me. I had a craving for it, I was waiting for it, I wanted to have some, and I'm so glad that you made some and delivered it to my house." It was a little bit not as salty as I'm used to, so I added some salt. And in fact, you know, in our side of the world, we include sumac in the dolma, so I put some sumac in there. And you know, we're not so used to dolma wrapped in cabbage, so I unstuffed it and put it in eggplant and green peppers, cooked it in a vat with some nice meat at the bottom, and it came out deliciously. Thank you so much for this dolma. She left that on a phone message in our house, and we still have it to this day. It's so good. So, I understand there was some people who wanted to share some remarks. Mrs. Julieta Stepanian.
Շատ ներողություն, ես լիազորված եմ, ինչպես մեզ կոչում էին հայաստանցիներ, ողջունել մեծագույն սիրո եւ խանդավառությամբ մեր սիրելի Երեցկնոջ 90-ամյակը։ Մոտ 30 տարի ես ճանաչում եմ Երեցկնոջը եւ Տեր հորը։ Երբ որ մենք emigration արեցինք այստեղ, եկանք, առաջինը մենք եկանք եկեղեցի եւ մեզ դիմավորեցին Երեցկինը եւ Տեր հայրը։ Իրենց հոգատար վերաբերմունքը, ովքեր ենք, ինչ ենք, գուցե լռություն լինի, ես կարճ կխոսեմ, Առանց այդ էլ հուզված եմ։ Երեցկինը եւ Տեր հայրը ասեցին ինչով ենք զբաղված, ասեցի ես թատրոնի մասնագետ եմ, թատրոնով եմ զբաղված։ Այդ բանը հիշեց Երեցկինը։ Մի քանի օր անց մոտեցավ, ասեց. «Տիկին Ջուլա, գուցե երեխաների հետ կբեմադրեք որևէ մի բան»։ Ես էլ բերել էի Հանճարեղ Հովանես Թումանյանի հեքիաթները եւ այդպես միտք ծագեց գաղափարը տվեց մեզ Երեցկինը, բեմադրեցին Քաչնազարը, Սուտասանը, Կիկոսի մահը եւ այլն եւ այլն։ Քաչնազարով մենք գնացինք նույնիսկ Նյու Յորք եւ Բալտիմոր հայկական եկեղեցիներում մեծագույն հաճույքով երեխաները ցուցադրեցին իրենց արվեստը։ Դրանից հետո եղավ զանգ, դուք գիտեք, որ Լոս Անջելեսում շատ մեծ համայնք կա եւ նրանք միշտ Հայաստանից հրավիրում են անվանի արվեստագետների, քանի որ ես էլ կապ ունեի դրա հետ, Նյու Յորքից եղավ զանգ։ Դե գիտեք ինչ, մենք Նյու Յորք ենք հրավիրում շատ տաղանդավոր դերասան եւ ռեժիսոր Խորեն Աբրամյանին։ Ինքը բեմադրել է ամերիկյան պիես եւ ինքն էլ խաղում է գլխավոր հերոսի դերը։ Կուզենանք, որ հրավիրեք Վաշինգտոն։ Իհարկե ես խորհրդակցեցի Երեցկնոջ հետ եւ Տեր հոր հետ։ Տեր հայրը ասեց. «Օ, հոյակապ այդիա է»։ Մինչև հիմա իմ հիշողության մեջ Տեր հոր այդ ինտոնացիան է, այդիան։ Այդպես սկսվեց մեր նոր էտապը, մենք սկսեցինք Լոսից հրավիրել տարբեր անվանի դերասաններ։ Խորեն Աբրամյանը այս դահլիճում, փոքր դահլիճում, բայց լեփլեցուն ժողովուրդ, մեզ էլ շատ օգնեց Պերջը, որպեսզի ձևավորի բեմը եւ մեծ հաջողությամբ անցավ այդ ներկայացումը, որը ամերիկյան պիես է։ Դրանից հետո հրավերները շարունակվեցին։ Եկավ Ռաֆիկ Քոթանջյանը, Արտուր Ուտմազյանը, Սունդուկյանցիներ Ժենյա Ավետիսյանը, բոլորը այս դահլիճում ելույթներ ունեցան։ Աշոտ Ղազարյան, Շուշան Պետրոսյան երգչուհի։ Մի խոսքով, ով որ գալիս էր Լոս եւ հնարավորություն կար, շնորհիվ Երեցկնոջ եւ Տեր հոր, մենք հրավիրում էինք։ Իհարկե հրավիրեցինք նաեւ Վարդան Պետրոսյանին եւ այլն եւ այլն։ Ուզում եմ ասեմ, որ երբ որ մենք հանդիպում ենք մարդկանց, որոնք որ գնահատում են արվեստը, որովհետեւ էմիգրացիան շատ ծանր հոգեկան ապրումներ է մարդկանց բերում եւ երբ որ գալիս ես եկեղեցի տեսնում ես հոգատար մարդկանց որոնք գնահատում են նաեւ արվեստը արվեստն էլ նույնպես կարողացավ հավաքագրել հայաստանցիներին այս եկեղեցու շուրջը Երեցկին ես ուզում եմ ձեզ ցանկանամ քաջ առողջություն երկարատև կյանք եւ գուցե կարողանա որովհետեւ դուք ունեք հոգատար զավակներ Զավենը Պերջը, Էջիտան, նրանք բոլոր այնքան հոգատար են ձեր ներկայությամբ, որ ես ուզում եմ ցանկանամ այս նույն դահլիճում մենք նշենք ձեր 100 ամյակը։ Ստեսին հաջողություն։
Շատ շնորհակալ ենք։ Ուրեմն պայմանավորված ենք 10 տարի հետո այստեղ նորից հավաքվելու։ Okay, for the sake of the folks who want to get dessert now but don't want to miss other people's comments about Yeretsgin, we'll take a few minutes of break. Also, if anyone, there's ice cream, if anyone has a problem with dairy, there's an alternative. Just please talk to Boris about that. All right? Thank you. So, we'll resume in 5 minutes.